Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from, Resident Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, this beer is called Heavy Feeler. I'm guessing the label, you can see it's a pink heart and a purple background. This guy's like petting cats, which is kind of weird, with a ski mask on. But anyways, I'm guessing the label is what it is because this was released like a week before Valentine's Day, so it must have some tie-in with that. But this is a kettle sour, fruited with passion fruit, sweet cherry, and guava, and it is 3.5 ABV. Now, I would assume if they're making these kettle sours to ensure that the rest of the rest of their equipment is not getting infected, they're souring it in the kettle, hence the name with lacto. But then they're rebrewing it again to kill off the lacto, and then doing everything from there. So if they are doing that, and there's no yeast left in it at all, or I mean, I guess they probably pitched some Saccharomyces in it too, but it's weird. Just the ABV on these are so different. Like this is 3.5%, but some of the ones they've done have been like 5. So I don't think that the fruit additions are necessarily boosting it that much. I'm guessing the base beer has been changing here and there. Maybe they just keep changing it to try to get like a good formula. But this is I think this is the lowest ABV of all of them, which, in my opinion, is a good thing. If I'm going to drink something like this, I want it to be really, really, really light and refreshing. So, crack it open and see what we got. So, as you can see, the cherry definitely takes hold, at least as far as the color of the beer is concerned. The guava or passion fruit, they're orange generally inside, but they're not really. They don't really have a color that's really going to change the color of the beer like cherries would. So this pours a really nice like ruby color with a. It really, I guess there wasn't enough to change the color of the head. The head is still white, but I mean it definitely looks like cherry juice pretty much. So the aroma is really nice. It actually kind of reminds me of the one Dancing Gnome kettle sour that they did, the passion berry, which was passion fruit and raspberry. So it kind of reminds me of that, sans the raspberry if you added cherry to that. But it's just like a general. You get the passion fruit and then like a general berry character. So it's. And guava, I mean, it doesn't taste and or smell exactly like passion fruit, but it is somewhat similar. It's a very tropical aroma and flavor. So I'm looking forward to this. What's interesting, I would say the biggest flavor up front is definitely the passion fruit and guava. But then the back end is kind of just I don't even know if the back end really tastes like cherry as much as they're just like this generic berry acidity that kind of cuts off the tropical fruitness. And kind of makes it a little more drinkable. It's not like as tropical of a flavor. It dries it out a little bit, which I think is a good thing. And don't get me wrong, I love passion fruit. It's my favorite fruit. But sometimes that flavor, it's not too much, but it's just you get tired of it and be like, I don't want. It's not exotic anymore if you just drink a crap ton of it. So it's nice to have a balance. And the one thing that I really, really love about their kettle sours is there's just enough fruit to cover up, like, pretty much all of the grainy kettle sour flavor. Or it just leaves, like, a little bit behind to know that you're still drinking beer. But at the same time, it still has the mouthfeel and the carbonation of a Berliner Weiss or a beer. It's not... Some of these fruited kettle sours that places are doing now, I mean, they literally are basically juice with a little bit of beer in them. I mean, they're pulpy and, like, thick, and it's silly. This still has the body and the mouthfeel of beer, but it just has a huge flush of fruit flavor. So this is what I want. I don't want something that's literally like pulpy, like orange juice. That's just weird. I could just take orange juice or mango juice and put vodka in it and get that. It's just, I don't know. But I think the sweet cherry really works for this. If it was like a really tart, like one of the Michigan cherries, I feel like it would be too much between the acidity from the actual kettle sour itself and the berry. I think it would be too sour. I think the acidity level on this is pretty much perfect. This one is actually not quite as loaded with fruit flavor as some of the other ones, but maybe it's just because it's not one specific fruit flavor. It's a nice balance between the two that I'm feeling that way. But either way, this is really, really good. Anyone who likes anyone who likes the fruited kettle sours, like, you might not like this as much as some of the other ones because it doesn't literally, it's not straight juice. It still kind of feels like beer. But if you want all of that flavor but still know that you're drinking beer, like, this is what you want. This is toting the line perfectly between just a slightly fruited sour beer and fruit juice. It's right on the cusp of each one, where I think it's absolutely perfect. And that's pretty much every one of these that they've done has been that way. It's pretty much all fruit, but at the same time, it has the consistency, the body, and the mouthfeel of beer still. So it's like just a perfect balance of fruit and beer. So, and I think this was like, I don't know, $14 for a 4-pack or something. It's absolutely a buy for me. I would, at 3.5 too. It's just a crusher. Any day drinker. I mean, right now it's cold and rainy. It's like 45 degrees, but it's fine to drink indoors. But this would be an awesome summer beer too. So, but anyways, that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.